Hey guys, it's me, Jiv, aka the Weird Ferrets, and you're recommended for some apparent reasons. So, in this video, we're going to look at can a persona describe your personality? And to be honest, I actually really do like this question because it's a very yes and no answer. So, there's your answer. But to why it's a yes and no is a bit more complicated, I feel. But, however, I think it's a very interesting statement to both ends to how it can be a yes but also can be a no, and this also could also answer to why people might have multiple personas as well. But let's start off with number one, is that when you pick a persona, it's more or less a personal choice by you, the person, but it also can be, you just picked this persona because you thought it was cool. It didn't have to be like, oh, well, it really relates to me as a person. That is also another reason. And it's also why people have multiple personas as well. And you might think, oh, that's pretty cool. And I say, yes, it is. And it's kind of like with this one, because, Jiv isn't really my main persona, and the reason why is because, well, I picked him because, he looked epic, and that's kind of what started me off in the furry fandom. It's kind of like, it's either like you just start off with having a cool, like, oh, well, I like that looks cool, so, I'm gonna have it, and that's kind of how it goes. And to be honest with you, I do really like this because people could either start off with making it like their main persona being their first one, or them figuring it out later on down the line, which many people do. But as well, it's also like with people wanting to pick this persona because it represents the spirit animal and other beliefs like that. And to be honest with you, that's up to you, and I think it's more of a really creative thought, in my opinion, and a very unique thought. I haven't really heard about this, but I think it can be a case of a scenario, I feel, with people picking the spirit animals as persona and stuff like that. So for the second point, that actually just adds to if they, you know, describe your personality or not, is that does the, persona fit its characteristics and perspectives to also how you are as a person? And I don't really know how to get a good example here, but I guess it's, I think I can find. Yeah, I think this one can do. I think it's like if you pick a fox persona, you're like either smart or you're like swift as a person. I think I might be wrong onto that, but that's that. But it's also like shit. I'm just trying to think. I'm not trying to spitball ideas. Shit. I just generally don't know. But like in my opinion, I do think that they if it does fit into your characteristics, even if you picked it as like a cool persona, then you might be onto something and you might have like a win-win here, like, oh, it's a cool persona, but it also fits my characteristics. That's pretty cool. But it's also like down to your choice. You don't have to have like a a main persona that's like a based around your personality. But if you do, then that's pretty cool. It just fits as you as a person. You also like the persona, so it kind of makes you like have a win-win there. But however, it highly comes down from what, you, the viewer or the person or whatever, wants in their persona. Like, do you want this persona because it suits you, or if you relate to that persona? And it's actually kind of a cool point to point out because sometimes it's not like that, and it's not going to be the case. And in my opinion, I actually do think it's like you can identify if the persona is their personality or not just by being with them or like just reading what they've said on Twitter or anything like that, I guess. But I do think it's kind of cool because like examples like if they pick say like a dog or something that could probably be really energetic, or like an animal that has a lot of energy that could also be seen as energetic and stuff like that. But it's like, shit. I can't really think of like good examples here, but it's like it does show that there is a lot of, in my opinion anyway, a lot of like customization. There you go, into what your persona can be, and you can also either later on down the line modify your persona to say have different colors and stuff like that. Even though that's not really answering the question and going into it, but it is honestly a brilliant thing just to point out is that people's personas can change through the years and stuff like that. And it could either switch to their main persona or just another persona that they found and they thought, oh, I like that persona species, I'm going to pick it for my new OC. That's just that. And that's it, to be honest with you. There's nothing really much you can dawdle on, I think. I know there's people that have probably done better videos out there and probably described it better than me, but honestly, if you do find this video helpful, then, you know, if you want to leave a like, it would help this, it would really support the channel. And not only that, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It's most likely not going to happen, but it's still, well, I'll say we got pretty close to the goal, because like 600 subscribers is amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys enjoy and subscribe.